Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Shar. Y'all know what time it is. Hit that like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe to the channel. Let's jump right into it. So you guys know that R. Kelly and his team has put out or claiming that R. Kelly was under immediate threat and that it wasn't safe for him to continue his time in the prison that he was a resident part of at the time. Okay. They said that they could go through the chain of command to ask Trump to pardon him because his life is an immediate threat. But it wouldn't be in his best interest, right? So they wanted Trump to expedite it, and they wanted to skip the middleman to have Trump to look into R. Kelly's case being pardoned, okay? With that being said, the prison took heed to that his life is at immediate threat, according to the team of R. Kelly, and they removed him from one prison to the other prison, okay? With that being said, fast forward to sometime yesterday, R. Kelly was rushed to the hospital for an overdose orchestrated allegedly by the prison staff, okay? This will go in cahoots of what everyone was saying, that the staff are trying to off him or end his life, okay? So apparently they served him too much medication and he did indeed overdose and was rushed to the hospital immediately, okay? So according to the article, this is what it says. All right, now if the staff is playing dirty like this, all prisons, in my opinion, have one person that know another person that know another person. And there's a code, just like we have the street code that's around. There's also a prison code, okay? There's also a guard or a staff code where people follow, yeah, I got you, it's team us or nothing, so sometimes people lose their morality, okay, because they're so busy worrying about the code. And I think if these things are happening the way R. Kelly and his team are describing them in context, I think it's in poor taste, and I do think that he should be rushed to safety, okay? That doesn't exclude from what he has done to put him there. It just says that just like he had to be held accountable for what he did, the staff should be held accountable as well. You're not exempt from any type of price that you may have to pay for your wrongdoing, okay? So let's just hope that all is well and he'll be able to recover from the overdose. But according to the article, this is what it says. Let's go. Okay, it says R. Kelly attorney says the singer overdosed in a solitary confinement after being given extra medication by prison staff. R. Kelly collapsed in his North Carolina prison cell after being given what his lawyer says was a dangerous overdose of medication while in solitary confinement. It says R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years in prison. The incident allegedly took place just days after Kelly's legal team accused prison officials of plotting to harm him. Okay, it says according to the court filing viewed by All Hip Hop, the 58-year-old singer was placed in isolation on Tuesday, June 10th, and given additional medication by staff on Thursday, June 12th. The next morning, he reportedly fainted, experienced dizziness, vision loss, and was rushed to the Duke University Hospital. It says doctors determined he has received a life-threatening dose of medication and kept him under observation for 2 days. His attorney now alleges the overdose was not accidental. It says that means that within 2 days of the filing of his doctors determined he had received a life-threatening dose of medication and kept him under observation for 2 days. His attorney now alleges the overdose was not accidental. That means that within 2 days of the filing of the motion, the Bureau of Prison official administered an amount of medication that significantly exceeded a safe dose and caused Mr. Kelly to overdose, putting his life in jeopardy. R. Kelly lawyer putting his life in jeopardy, stated R. Kelly's lawyer. They gave him an amount of medicine that could have killed him. He says the emergency motion filed in Illinois on Monday, June 16th, is the third request for a temporary release to home confinement. It says Kelly's legal team argues that his life is in danger behind bars, citing not only the overdose, but also a recent declaration from another inmate. And then it names the individual who claimed prison staff and white supremacist groups were conspiring to off the singer to cover up misconduct during his prosecution. Let's continue to listen. After Stain's statement surfaced, R. Kelly was moved to solitary confinement, according to his lawyer, who said his conditions there are inhumane, alleging Kelly sleeps with spiders crawling on him, has no access to phone calls, and cannot eat food from the commissary. Says Kelly has reportedly gone days without eating due to fears of being poisoned. While hospitalized, doctors are discovered blood clots in both of Kelly's leg and lungs. Says they recommend surgery, but prison officials allegedly removed him from the hospital against medical advice. Wow, that is bad. So he was recommended surgery, but they took him back to the prison, even though the doctor said, don't do that. Let's continue to listen. Within an hour, officers with pow-pows came into his hospital room and removed Mr. Kelly. Brinley added he was taken from the hospital against his will and against the directives of the doctor. He was denied the surgery. He needs to clear blood clots in his lungs and threatens his life. It says this happened. This was confirmed by hospital records. It is undeniable. Bradley answered. It says the officers returned him to solitary confinement. The legal filing claims these actions are not coincidental. Child, this is a mess. Drop down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think of all of this. R. Kelly is saying that the prison staff has purposely given him an overdose of medication, causing him to be rushed to the hospital. All right, given that time, they found blood clots, which are life-threatening, but the prison staff removed him from the hospital against medical advice, and don't give a dang on, okay? Bye-bye.